Have you ever felt invisible to someone you're into? It's like a sudden cloud of gloom falls, leaving you lost in a world of rejection. Those emotions of being left out, confused and powerless, may truly take the wind out of you. Nevertheless, don't allow those harsh feelings weigh you down. Stoicism teaches us that we can always choose how we respond, instead of becoming knocked down by rejection. Consider it as an opportunity to develop and reveal your real mettle. In today's video, we're looking into how to spin rejection on its head, creating your unique someone sit up and take attention of you. This isn't about playing games or bringing others down. It's about drawing into your psychological savvy and resilience to captivate attention and create a lasting effect. Join us as we discover how to convert rejection into a launch pad for success and enhanced confidence. At the conclusion of this video, you'll find how to transform every setback into a stride forward in your life and relationships. Don't forget to press like, subscribe to support us, and share your tales in the comments. Your thoughts might raise someone else up. Let's get this trip begins. Number 1. Remove her out of your number 1 mind when a lady ignores you. A really effective Stoic technique is to simply push her out of your head now. This doesn't imply disregarding your emotions or pretending that the event doesn't affect you. Instead, it's about diverting your attention towards things genuinely important that you can manage, like yourself and your own progress. Begins by taking a minute to examine your own objectives. What are you working towards? What successes would make you feel proud? Putting them down and preparing measures to attain objectives may suddenly redirect your attention from what's upsetting you to what's building you. Next, delve into new or old hobbies. Whether it's taking up a guitar, joining a sports team, or engaging into culinary activities, are not only diversions, they're investments in your happiness and talents. They fill your time with delight and personal growth, which is entertaining all in Stoicism. Don't forget about the people who always have your back. Spending quality time with friends and family may boost your feeling of belonging and support. These ties remind us that one person's negligence doesn't define our worth or our capacity to be loved. Self-reflection is another vital habit. Take this time to think about your virtues and how you may better them. Are you as nice, patient, kind, or brave as you'd want to be? Stoicism tells us that our character is the one thing we should always focus on, and the major thing we can influence by adjusting your concentration. In these ways, you start to embody the Stoic notion that external events like being ignored shouldn't damage our inner calm. Or, if you begin to recognize that her neglecting you genuinely doesn't affect your worth or your capacity to lead a meaningful life, in essence, pushing her out of your thoughts isn't about denial. It's a proactive way to restore your tranquility and focus your energies where it counts. Remember, you have the option to pick where your attention goes, and focused on personal improvement and pleasure is always a winner. Choice number 2, don't respond. Number 2, emotionally. Stoicism teaches us the significance of regulating our emotions and keeping our calm, no matter what's thrown our way. Thus, when you find yourself being neglected by a lady, maybe she's waiting to see how you'll reply. This is your time to exhibit strength of character and confidence, not only to her, but to yourself. Say she's not reacting to your texts, or appears distant while you're together. It could seem like a personal insult, but remember, responding emotionally might just intensify the issue, can make you feel worse. Instead, try addressing her gently and nicely. A simple hello. I've noticed you look a little aloof, is everything all right? Can go a long manner. It shows you're attentive and caring, but also that you're grounded and not leaping to conclusions. If she continues to ignore you, maintain your calm. This is where true Stoic principles flash. Stoics believe in concentrating on what we can manage, our own actions and attitudes. You can't control her conduct, but you can control how you respond by being cool and without exhibiting frustration or rage. You're practicing Stoic endurance, retaining your inner tranquility against external interruptions. Additionally, utilize this chance to ponder on yourself. Participate in things that enhance your life and offer you joy, regardless of her acknowledging. This isn't just about showing her that you're strong and confident. It's about genuinely experiencing that manner. You're proving that your self-worth isn't related to how people treat you. And if the situation doesn't change, remember that Stoicism also teaches us the dignity of letting go. If persistent attempts to interact are treated with disinterest, it can be an indication to step back and review. This isn't a loss, but a strategic choice to put your efforts where it is valued and repaid. Number 3. Ignore her. Number 3. Back when a lady you're interested in chooses to ignore you. Your immediate instinct can be to return in kind, ignoring her back. This may sound a little unusual at first, but it's really founded in expressing respect for yourself and your own ideals, which is a basic component of Stoicism. Let's imagine you send a text and don't receive a reply, or you're in the midst of a conversation when the other person abruptly changes the subject. It's tempting to keep pressing for their attention, although opting instead to not follow up with further messages or just pushing the discussion ahead on your own terms isn't just about giving them a taste of their own medicine. It's about appreciating your own peace and not enabling someone else's acts to upset your inner tranquility. Here's another example. If you're conversing in a grow group and she skips your remarks instead of shouting for her attention, gently step back, connect with those that value your ideas, or locate value in monitoring the talk quietly. This doesn't imply you'll tolerate disrespect, but rather that you're exercising Stoic endurance, choosing not to be affected by external circumstances and preserving your dignity in public circumstances. If you find yourself being ignored, quietly, excusing yourself and moving on may be powerful. It's a demonstration that your self-worth doesn't rely on how others regard you. This technique doesn't only safeguard your self-respect, it also quietly implies that you're someone who cannot be readily dismissed by choosing to not interact with the conduct that disrespects you. You're following to Stoic ideas of concentrating on what you and control your own behaviors and emotions. You're showing by example that you value yourself enough not to endure terrible treatment without raising a fuss or descending to the same level. It's not about destroying egos or playing mind games. It's about making a conscientious option to keep your quiet and demonstrate that although you are open to courteous encounters, you are also powerful enough to move away from those who are not. This is what it is to live with Stoic dignity, finding strength in self-respect and calmness in the face of indifference. Number 4. Go out and have. Number 4. Enjoyable Stoicism doesn't encourage us to disregard our emotions, but rather to handle them by participating in things that increase our well-being. If a woman is disregarding you rather of concentrating on it, why not move your energies to something pleasurable? This might be as easy as watching a movie that makes you laugh, walking to the basketball court, or taking a quiet stroll in the park. These hobbies aren't simply diversions. They're confirmations of your abilities to build your own pleasure, independent of others' acts or attention. Bringing friends into your plans will enhance the beneficial influence. Friends can elevate your spirits, give fresh insights, and remind you of your importance via their presence and support. Together, you may visit various areas, undertake different hobbies, and perhaps create new recollections. This social connection is key to Stoic philosophy. It's about creating and appreciating the community you have, which in turn enhances your resistance against negative emotions. If you're still feeling a little depressed, consider disrupting your typical routine. Go to a different restaurant, Check out a live event or join a local meetup that interests you. These encounters accomplish more than just take your mind off being neglected. They extend your horizons and introduce you to new individuals, maybe leading to new connections and chances. Stoicism teaches us to enjoy the present and get the most out of every circumstance. And sometimes it requires moving beyond of our comfort zone to explore new sides of lives and of ourselves. Therefore, next time you find yourself being overlooked, remember, it's an opportunity to reconnect with what makes you. You go out, have fun and interact. In life, this technique not only helps you deal with the acute sensations of rejection, but also improves your character. Enjoy your life's pleasure in a manner that matches with Stoic beliefs. Enjoy the trip. Concentrate on the positive and let your life be full of events that validate your value. And happy number 5, develop a social status. One powerful technique to cope with. Number 5 being ignored is to concentrate on establishing your social position. This isn't about seeking approval, but about building your self-worth and presence in your community, fitting well with Stoic concepts of self-improvement and independence by strengthening your social status. By pleasant actions, you're not just becoming more desirable to others, but you're also reinforcing your own self-respect and confidence. So what does this look like? In practice, first consider about investing in yourself physically and psychologically. Regular exercises at the gym increase your health and self-esteem, making you feel confident and energetic. Taking up a new hobby or learning a new talent does more than simply fill up your time. It widens your head and provides you something intriguing to speak about. Whether it's learning a new language, cooking unusual dishes, or playing all instrument. These hobbies improve your life and make you a more complete person. Professionally, concentrating on your career by earning new certifications or taking on tough initiatives might boost your standing in the company and in your profession. Networking is key here. It links you with people who can give support advice, and new opportunities recall your job successes, contribute to your image, displaying your devotion and competence. Giving is another strong approach to increase your social standing. It exhibits empathy, compassion, and a devotion to something higher than oneself. These are appealing traits. They not only make you stand out, but also link you intimately with your community, expressing real Stoic values. Social media can also be a strategic tool. Utilize it to communicate your accomplishments, hobbies, and experiences when you write about a recent walk, a volunteer event, or a professional success. You're constructing a picture of someone who is active, involved, and intriguing. This isn't about boasting, it's about sharing your world with others and asking them to view the multifarious individual person you are. By concentrating on these areas, you're basically building a vibrant, lively life that anybody would find hard to ignore. You're also sticking to the Stoic principle of concentrating on what you can manage your activities and your progress, rather than being bogged down by how others perceive you. Number 6, express your value in Stoic philosophy. Our worth. Number 6 isn't defined by others' acknowledgement, but by our own values and activities. Therefore, when a lady ignores you, instead of fleeing or feeling dejected, grab the chance to exhibit your worth. Demonstrate your intellect, wit, and charisma. It's not about demonstrating anything to her, as much as it is about keeping loyal to your own character and excellence. For instance, if you're in a group environment and she brings up a subject you're familiar about, join into the debate with confidence. Share your insights in a manner that provides value to the discourse. This isn't just about showing off what you know, it's about contributing meaningfully, which is a basic Stoic principle. Comedy is another effective weapon. If she makes a scathing statement, your way reacting with a witty and light-hearted response may display your resilience and ability to withstand social constraints without becoming perturbed. This represents the Stoic ideal of not letting extraneous acts to interrupt your inner serenity. For instance, if you're in a group situation and she pick a subject you're knowledgeable about, enter into the debate with confidence. Express your ideas in a manner that adds value to the debate. This isn't merely about showing off what you know, it's about contributing meaningfully, which is a basic Stoic principle. Comedy is another strong technique. If she makes a snarky statement, your way reacting with a smart and light-hearted response might indicate your resilience and skill to deal social influences without getting upset. This embodies the Stoic ideal of not allowing external acts to upset your inner serenity. Being a good listener is also a crucial approach to exhibit your value. If she's sharing anything, pay attentive, listen, and interact with insightful remarks or questions. This demonstrates you cherish the talk and respect her opinion, even if it appears like she's not offering the same politeness to you. It's about demonstrating respect and dignity, essential Stoic virtues. By showing these characteristics, you're not simply attempting to gain her attention, you're practicing Stoic ideals of self-respect and integrity. It's about understanding your worth and being eager to share it with others, regardless of how they first replied to you. So the next time you feel forgotten, remember your worth doesn't reduce because of someone else's disdain. Keep showing up as your best self and allow your actions say volumes about who you are. This way, you retain your Stoic calm and indicate that you're not someone who can be easily ignored. Number 7. Terminate all communication. Severing contact isn't. Number 7. About being bitter or passive-aggressive. It's about respecting yourself and saving your emotions' energy. If you've contacted out and haven't gotten a response, or if efforts to connect are continuously faced with silence, it may be time to step back. This means ceasing the messages, the calls, and reducing interactions. If you encounter her in person, it's about taking a step back, not to manipulate or force a response, but to offer oneself the peace you deserve. For instance, if you're accustomed to sending her texts and she hasn't been responsive, don't continue to send more, expecting for a different result, comparable. If you call and she doesn't answer, fight the impulse to keep calling. This isn't only about showing her that you won't accept being neglected. It's about showing yourself that you value your own value enough not to follow after someone who isn't repaying your effort in social predicament, as if you find themselves in the same circle. You don't have to go out of your way to engage with her. You may acknowledge her presence gently if required, but focus your mind elsewhere. Engage with friends and people who enjoy your presence. This isn't about avoiding her out of spite. It's about transferring your energy to more pleasant contacts. The Stoic approach here is strong. We should not allow our inner serenity to be interrupted by external actions we cannot control. By deciding to sever contact, you're practicing the Stoic discipline of detachment, not as a form of punishment or bitterness, but as an exercise in concentrating on what enhances your life and preserves your tranquility. Remember, this approach is about protecting your dignity and peace of mind. It's a sort of self-care, guaranteeing that you're not consistently offended or distracted by someone's lack of engagement. Keep loyal to your ideals. Concentrate on people that encourage you and continue to live a life that you're pleased of. This is the Stoic method, finding independence and concentrating on what actually counts and letting go of what doesn't. Number 8. Don't beg for her. Number 8. Attention. According to Stoicism, our self-worth should never be based on someone else's attention or approval. Therefore, if a lady is ignoring your communications instead of sending more in the aim of gaining a response, take a step back. Ponder on why you feel the need to seek her attention and remind yourself of your own worth and capabilities instead of many messages. If you want to react, let it be from a point of strength and self-assurance. If she ultimately messages you after a lengthy quiet, a response like "no issue, I've been staying busy with my own tasks," demonstrates that you're not merely hanging around waiting for her. This indicates that your life is full and satisfying regardless of her participation. Here's another notion. Concentrate on living your best life and let your actions speak for themselves. Participate in activities that you enjoy. Spend time with individuals who admire and energize you, and continue improving personally and professionally. When you concentrate on these good areas of your life, it automatically improves your confidence and indicates to others, including her, that you lived a lively and meaningful life by demonstrating that you are satisfied with or without her attention. You're embodying Stoic principles. You're demonstrating resilience. You're not influenced by external circumstances, and you're respecting yourself. This isn't about making her feel like she's losing out in a spiteful way. It's about actually enjoying your life and finding pleasure in your own pursuits. Recall, Stoicism doesn't inspire us to be unfeeling or to dismiss our feelings. It teaches us to process them in healthy, productive methods. Keep your dignity, accept her choice to attention elsewhere, and continue investing in yourself. This strategy doesn't merely make you more beautiful to others, it enhances your own life, which is the ultimate aim. Number 9. Refute her views when she ignores you. Possibly number 9. Since she has a misperception about who you are or what you can achieve, it's a fantastic chance to exhibit your actual self. Stoicism urges us not to be misled by others' views, but to live accordance to our genuine character and attributes. If a lady feels you're not aware enough about a subject, for instance, find a natural approach to express your views and expertise when the issue comes up. This isn't about boasting or being forceful, it's about softly correcting mistakes by your actions and expertise. If you're viewed as uninteresting, surprise her and maybe yourself by participating in fresh activities or sharing tales about your experiences that demonstrate your own originality and depth. This may be everything from your last adventure, a book that altered your viewpoint, or an activity you're enthusiastic about. Exhibiting your different interests and talents may automatically modify her opinion over time, although it's vital to remember that Stoicism also teaches us the importance of detachment from external approbation if she continues to ignore you. Despite your attempts, it's vital not to take it very personally. This is easier said than done. Yet it's about concentrating on your own development and self-improvement rather than winning her approbation or attention. Improve yourself for your own joy and well-being, not only to influence someone's thinking. For example, if you've attempted to interact and share but are still being neglected, put your attention into personal objectives and self-reflection. Focus on elements of your character you wish to develop, like patience, resilience, or generosity. This emphasis on personal character is true to Stoic principles and assures that regardless of her response, you are becoming a better version of yourself. In general, proving her incorrect in a Stoic sense isn't about a big disclosure of your value, but a quiet, consistent revelation of your genuine personality via your actions and decisions. Recall, your worth doesn't rely on her acknowledgement, but on your capacity to live genuinely and virtuously. Keep concentrating on what makes you a decent, competent, and intriguing person, and let your life speak for itself. Number 10. Giving her the quiet treatment Stoicism pushes us to. Number 10. Reflect on our actions and pick answers that accord with our ideals, rather of responding out of grief or vengeance. Thus, if a lady ignores your messages and you're contemplating not reacting to hers, think about what you aim to accomplish with this silence. Is it to restore a feeling of control, or to express that you feel disrespected? If you chose to postpone your response, do so as a kind of self-reflection rather than punishment. For example, if she contacts you after a period of silence, instead of rushing to react or ignoring her out of retribution, take some time to analyze why she could have been quiet and what you want from the engagement. This pause isn't only about making her wonder, but also allowing yourself the room to react properly when you do reply, keeping things concise and courteous, not as a game, but as a reflection of your self-respect and intentionality. Say something like, "Hello, I saw you reached out. I've been focused on some personal tasks and spending time to think on our chats. How have you been today?" approach indicates you're collected and not desperate, but yet open to meaningful connection. The Stoic approach here isn't about burying your emotions or ignoring the circumstance. It's about managing your reacts in a manner that protects your dignity and acknowledges the other person's probable reasons for their conduct. It's about proving that you respect yourself and will not act in ways that undermine your peace. Number 11, don't let her see you suffering if a lady is ignoring you. Number 11, know that her attention is not something you can command. The key here is to be cool and proceed with your life as normal. This doesn't imply disregarding your sentiments. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but handling them intelligently. For instance, if she rejects your text message or social contact, maintain your reaction light and composed. Demonstrate that you're unaffected on the surface, not because you don't feel the pain of rejection, but because you choose not to let it determine your actions or self-worth. You're still the confident self. Confident person you've always been. This isn't about pretending nothing occurred. It's about not letting it clearly disturb you when you do interact with her. Preserve courtesy and respect. Becoming forceful or argumentative won't assist the problem. It may even strengthen whatever bad views she may have to aggravate the matter needlessly. Instead, your calm manner might act as a subtle reminder of your maturity and steadiness, attributes that are highly sought in any relationship. Adopting this Stoic attitude implies concentrating on elements of your life that you can enhance and enjoy, regardless of her recognition. Go into hobbies, spend time with people who empower you, and continue to develop professionally and personally. These activities boost your independence and resilience by staying nice and respectful in your contacts. You're applying another Stoic concept. Virtue is the only good. Each contact is an opportunity to practice becoming the greatest version of yourself, irrespective of how others treat you. It's a chance to cultivate Stoicism by keeping your calm and focused on your own life. This strategy not only maintains your dignity, but also presents you as someone who is sturdy and calm in the face of indifference. Keep living your best life, and let your calm and strength speak volumes. Thank you for accompanying us through to the finish of this informative journey conclusion. Now we've gone into the great principles of Stoicism, which remind us that our responses to life's issues are under our hands. We explored how to turn rejection into a tool for personal development and resilience. Recollect, if someone wonderful doesn't appear to notice you, it's vital to keep calm, show confidence, and not take their indifference individually. Instead of perceiving rejection as a setback, accept it as a chance to exhibit your genuine mental and psychological depth. It's about respecting others' boundaries. Why 6? Creating an unforgettable effect via your respectful reaction. This isn't only about romantic endeavors, it's a philosophy. It relates to all facets of life and relationships. Please take a time to like this video if you found it informative. Subscribe for more material that helps you navigate life's complexity with grace and confidence. Don't hesitate to share your tales and ideas in the comments section. Below, your experiences might tremendously elevate someone else suffering similar issues before you leave. Be sure to see the suggested video featured on your screen. Now, thank you again for viewing and for your continuous support. Each step back may be a step forward, if we learn and develop from it, constantly accepting your path with great resilience and make every rejection into a stepping stone towards prosperity. Meet you in the next video.